I'm Emmerich. I'm a furniture maker and designer based in Dundee, and I'm a founder of Draff Studio. Draff is a sustainable sheet material made of waste from breweries and distilleries. Any leftover when we make beer, whiskey or gin, I collect the grain or the botanical, dry it, compress it into a sheet material that I then use to make pieces of furniture. So the weight and texture of the material is really different from every distillery or breweries. That can be anything from juniper berry, coriander to lemongrass, cardamom, citrus leaves. The texture at the end is really impacted by the recipe. The smell can also be like totally different. So when we use beer or barley, it's this kind of bready, toasty smell. When it's about making gin, it's totally mind-blowing, like this floral and junipery smell. When the material kind of give back to you with a really nice smell or a really nice texture, it's just really interesting. We've been approached by a National Museum of Scotland to make a piece. The idea was to make a replica of one of these three, and me being really interested in collaboration work, I asked Arbikie Distillery if they wanted to be part of the journey.
My name's Kirsty Black and I am the manager at Arbikie Distillery. Our goal is to be one of the most sustainable distilleries in the world, but we at the same time sort of respect and appreciate the tradition that's in Scotland for distilling, so we're merging those two things together. When you make whisky, there's a few different, we call them byproducts. There's the solid and the liquid. So the liquid ones go on our field, but the solid byproduct is what we call spent grain or draff. It's all the barley that's not required to make whisky. The husk and the protein. Typically this goes to animal feed, but obviously here we're making it into something a little bit different with Arbikie. Working with Arbikie is, helping with that circular piece that we're making something beautiful out of something that's traditionally classed as a waste or a byproduct.
I've also had the idea to ask McMillan, which is a coppersmiths steel manufacturer based near Edinburgh, if they could assist with making a copper rim for the tray.
My name is Timothy Inverkeilor. I'm the senior design engineer here at McMillan Coppersmiths and Fabricators. So when we were making the rim, we used some offcuts from one of our previous jobs. With copper being more expensive and with global warming and climate change being a concern, we tend to use offcuts from our previous stills if we can.
I'm Vary Maxwell. I'm curator of modern and contemporary history here at the National Museum of Scotland. We approached Emmerich because his work tells a really exciting story about sustainable transformation happening in the whisky industry today. For me, it symbolises the waste age that we are now living in, and it's a brilliant example of the sustainable collecting that we're doing here. It captures a sustainable story of whisky production. It also tells stories of the people and places involved in the making of whisky, from the coppersmithy to the distillery.